Good day once again, my amiable viewers. You're welcome back to class. As you already know, my name still remains Israel. Today's discussion, we are going to be talking about balancing of chemical equations. Balancing of chemical equations. Then that reminds me, many of you have been telling me in the comment section that I should put my WhatsApp number. That the way I teach is like a classroom discussion. That you are really very impressed about it. Thank you very much for that compliment. And again, some of you said you want a one-on-one lesson. Well, you WhatsApp me first. When you WhatsApp me, then we'll discuss. Again, the WhatsApp number will be shown on the screen. Thank you very much. Let's get started. So, like we said, balancing of chemical equations. There are three numbers here, or three questions. Balance the equation. This is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. These are three equations we are told to balance. This topic of balancing of chemical equation will be treated in three parts. This is the first part. So we'll say part 1. Let's copy it out. Question 1. NaOH plus HCl will give you NaCl plus H2O. This is sodium hydroxide reacting with hydrochloric acid to give you sodium chloride plus water. The state of the reactants and products are not included for this question. But if you want to include the state, you know that these are aqueous solutions. Aqueous, and this is a liquid, but we are not considering that for now. Now, to balance the chemical equation easily, what you need to consider is the one that will not make it complicated for you. For example, now, you do atom count. You see that this one is sodium, this one is sodium, just one on both sides. So you can use sodium, or use oxygen, or use chlorine. You may have to ignore hydrogen. Let's see. Sodium here is 1. Sodium here is 1 as well. Oxygen is 1. Here, oxygen is 1. Hydrogen is 1 plus 1. This plus this, which is 2. Hydrogen is already 2 here. Let's demarcate it. Then the last one is chlorine. Chlorine is 1, and chlorine atom is as well 1. So the equation is already balanced. There's nothing to balance here. Since the equation is just a test. At times you see questions like this. Equations are already balanced. They will still tell you to balance it. What you need to know is to tell them is that the equations are already balanced. So that is that. So this is question 1. It's already solved because the equation is balanced. There are some examination bodies. They will write some equations. They will tell you to tell them which of them is balanced. So what you need to do, you consider the way I just wrote it. If it's balanced, you tell them it's balanced. You go to pick it. Then look at the second one. Remember, an unbalanced equation simply means you have either created atom or you have destroyed atom. And remember, atom cannot be created nor destroyed according to the law of conservation of mass or indestructibility of matter. They only change from one form to another. So let's see. Let's take the second one, KClO3, to give you KCl plus O2. So you can see it. This is KClO3 to give you KCl plus O2. Potassium is 1. Potassium is 1. You don't need to touch it. Chlorine is 1. Chlorine is 1. The place you have problem now is oxygen. So you say oxygen here is 3. Oxygen here is 2. What you do, let's say this is demarcation line, just like equals to in mathematics. You separating the reactant from the product. What you do, you say this times this equals 6. Then this should have to be times 3 equals 6. Therefore, you have to introduce 3 here. Make it 3 times 2 is 6. You have to introduce 2 here. Remember, you cannot put in between. Make it 2 times 3 is 6. So let's see whether what you did is correct. So this is oxygen. 2 times 3 is 6 oxygen. 2 times 3 is 6 oxygen. Here, 2 potassium. Therefore, you must introduce potassium 2 here. 2 potassium. 2 potassium as well. Chlorine is 2 here. Chlorine is 2. Oxygen is 6. So this equation is balanced. Remember, just pick one that makes it easier for you to balance. So we have done the second one. Second balancing is correct. Then we go to the third number. NaOH plus CO2 to give you Na2 CO3 plus H2O. So this is the third one we are told to balance. Now if you look at it, let's see, you see you have oxygen here. You have oxygen in two places. You have oxygen in two places to give you, make it a little bit tough for you to balance. You ignore that. Look at hydrogen. Let's go to, yes, you have hydrogen 1 here. You also have hydrogen 1 here. That's in one side. One of the reactants contain hydrogen, one of the reactants contain hydrogen. You can use hydrogen, but the easier one is sodium is 1. Just use the metallic one. Na equals 1. Demarcation line, Na equals 2. So we have picked one that is not balanced in the equation, the reactant side and the product side. So what you just do, this is 1 and this is 2. Multiply this times 2 equals 2 times 1 equals 2. So both of them are now 2. What do we now do? We introduce 2 here. 2 sodium, then this one is just 1. So we don't need to introduce anything. Let's see whether our equation look like. 2 sodium, sodium here is 2, Na is 2, Na here is 2. Oxygen here is 2 plus this 2, 4. Oxygen is 4 here. That's 2 plus 2 equals 4. Oxygen here is 3. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Then hydrogen here is 1. Is 2, sorry. Hydrogen here is 2. The last one, carbon. Carbon is 1. Carbon is also 1. So this equation is also balanced. Viewers, this is a very simple method of balancing chemical equation. Remember I said we are going to do it in 3 parts. This is the first part. And again, remember, as I was telling you, when you are watching this video, all you need to do to understand it properly is not by matter of downloading it. What you do as I'm teaching it, get a biro and a paper and start jotting down, because I clean things. As I just be jotting it down, just be jotting it down. After jotting it down, it's like a note for you, which you can always use later. Remember again, for those of you that say you want one-on-one discussion, that one-on-one discussion is not going to be difficult at all. Like the one-on-one discussion, we are going to use direct video call, and you also be seeing one-on-one. You'll be watching, I'll be teaching, right? And you'll be asking me questions on it. It's going to be very, very interesting, but all you need to do is to WhatsApp me. Try not to call, because most of the calls I may not pick it. All you just do, WhatsApp my number. Number will be shown on the screen. Thank you very much, and God bless you.